I call it toolaholic, or easy for me to say. Geez, just a little tongue tied today. Toolaholics Unanimous podcast. And what we do is we talk about tools, whether it's hand tools, power tools, doesn't matter to us as long as it's a tool. Tonight, we're going to talk about Milwaukee's World of Concrete presentation that they gave earlier this week, and whether or not it was worth even watching. And to be honest with you, I'm going to leave the opinion up to you guys to figure that one out, or how I feel about it. Apache Helicopter, Jamie True. So I am SoAlz, and that's Tools and Tactics over there, or over there, depending on what side he's on in the screen. Gear Spin Tools, what's up?
Yeah.
John Spitzley. What a letdown, says Apache Helicopter, World of Concrete.
Dang.
Yeah. So the one thing that stuck out to me was they unveiled their cable cutter again. The same one that they unveiled last year at the World of Concrete, and they unveiled it again this year like it's a new tool. Denny of Fools, I want to take a special time out just to thank you for sending me those chargers for my Olight flashlight.
Everyone heard you.
They work great, and I really appreciate it. I still haven't found mine, but thank you. I do believe that he's getting lucky later. How's the missus?
I do believe he's getting lucky later. Double meaning. Go, get out of here.
All right, Sharush, okay. What's up? Sharush, all the way from Iran, watches us every Sunday. We appreciate it. Michael Williams, how are you? Dan B. John Spitzley. Yeah, I appreciate it, Danny. Thank you. No, it's been a roller coaster. He's obviously not ready over there, so we're just going to fill time until he's ready to speak.
No, we're good. We're completely. We're good.
Okay. All right. Have you had a chance to look at what they had at the World of Concrete?
No.
Oh, well.
Nope. Didn't see anything that appealed to me. It looked like the same crap.
Oh, yeah, it basically was. It was just more of the same. The rear handle circular saw, which, I mean, their rear handle circular saw was great. Apparently, they took like, I think they said 1.5 pounds out of it. I'm not using rear handle circ saw because it's light. I want the power to be there. I want the comfort, and I want to know it's there.
They can work on direct drive motors with AC power. They need to stop with this battery powered BS. It's a complete waste of time. You got to run a vacuum. You got to run a vacuum with a hose. You already have cords. It's completely stupid. You can't do all the work they're trying to do cordless. It's just completely stupid.
Well, the thing is, more and more sites are eliminating cords altogether. As a matter of fact, OSHA is saying that they don't want cords to be on most job sites because of the imminent danger. And that's something that, whether you agree with it or not, it's going to happen. There's not a whole lot that we can do to prevent that. And also, you're going to be getting rid of all your gas-powered equipment not too long from now. I think within the next, what they say, so it's 2025 now, right? So I have Alzheimer's, so I don't remember the year.
Probably. Somebody wants to see the door. I can show you the door. Hang on.
Okay.
Show you the door. She actually left it open, and I can't reach it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Hang on.
What's up, Creature, Juan, Stephen Oxley, Jamie True?
I'm just going to pan the camera because I'm all plugged in. If I unplug this, YouTube gets crazy with their audio. So we're going to do minimum as possible.
Trail and tackle. There was no M12 shown at all that I saw. I think the biggest, the most thrilling, for lack of a better word, that I saw there was that they were going to have a multi-gang charger, which is really nice. Allows you to stay up on the job site. Gas is banned in California, says Apache. We can use, but no longer able to buy. Well, legally, anyway. I understand. Nice. It's a good looking door. Yeah, I didn't see any M12 stuff. So World of Concrete is not for the average homeowner. It's for the professional that's in a commercial or industrial job site. That's what they mainly focus on. Their rebar cutter, well, they've had a rebar cutter, or they had a rebar cutter before, I believe. I didn't see anything new there, whether it's faster or whatever. Who cares? It's fine. Rodney Widger, what's up? No, I honest to God didn't see anything from Milwaukee that made me go, oh, I got to go out and buy that. The charger was the biggest thing for me. I could see where it came in handy on a job site. The fact that you can hook it directly into your generator and allow it to power or charge your batteries, multiple batteries at the same time. What was Vince doing there? We don't call Vince Vince. We call Vince a Vance, because a Vance is a Yiddish term for a bed bug, which also describes his size.
How do you come up with this shit?
I spent a lot of time around Jewish people when I was younger, so
There's a piece that's missing on the door. So the
you don't
doorknob
see
cut out.
anything. Oh, okay. I don't need the vacuum to start when my circular saw starts. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand a little bit of that, where you guys are coming from with that stuff, but it is handy when you're on a job site, especially if you're using like your rotary hammer or your demo saw, which I would have loved to have seen them unveil a new demo saw, because their old demo saw is hot garbage. Hate it, just telling the truth there. It doesn't. It's not nearly as good as some of the other ones you get out there, and I think you're going to be catching hell to catch gas on those anyway. It could be done, but it's not there yet. The major push that they had was dedicated MASH fans know it's a bed bug. There you go, B-dubs. I didn't know. Anyway, they talked about their segmented motors a lot, as though that was going to be something that the average professional is going to pay attention to. I can tell you this, having worked with the average professional and the above average professional, they don't really care what's inside of the tool, as long as the tool works when they need it.
Yeah.
So true. Talking to them about segmented motors is you might as well just go up there and start speaking Greek to them. It's just ridiculous. And I know Tactics hasn't had a chance to see what they had, but it was, for me anyway, a whole lot of nothing. What do you guys think? Did you see anything at World of Concrete from Milwaukee that made you sit up and pay attention?
I saw a preview for a Whirlybird that was battery powered, and I was out. I was like, oh, more useless stuff. Cool. Hey, Patrick sent you a gift. Did you see it pop up?
I did not see it pop up.
It popped up very quickly. That is not acceptable, YouTube, to show something like a gift for literally a split second.
I did not see it. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I don't know what the gift was. Normally, it comes along here and tells me what that is, but nope, not this time.
What's up, Trill and Tackle? I showed you the door, Trill and Tackle.
Yes, he did. Can Tactics see the chat? Yes, he can. Barely.
Say hi in the live chat.
Technically blind. There you go. Agree about the segmented motor. They would have been better off releasing a 60-volt battery or a new motor. Well, the thing is, they've got their, what is it called? Their MX platform, or It's their bigger platform. I
MX.
want to say MX. I
Yeah,
want to say it's 50 volts, something like that.
56. Yeah, I think so.
56.
56.
So they have that stuff out there. Last year, their World of Concrete stuff, they did actually put out a bunch of stuff that MX Fuel. Thank you. They did put out a bunch of stuff last year that was exciting for people in the trades, and then this year they come back and they're just like, "Oh, I stubbed my camel toe. That's horrible."
Dang.
Everyone, please give a thumbs up. I appreciate that, creature. That's always nice. But, yeah, I
Man,
did that. Tactics kind of weird.
I went to Home Depot just now. I bought a roll of 30 inches by 50-foot long of flashing.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's at least
What
20
gauge?
It weight at
Okay.
20. I think it's 20 or 22, man. It's heavy. Probably
Sure.
I can still pick it up with one hand and
Yeah.
grab it,
Yeah.
But I couldn't hold it for more than a minute. A minute is about as long as I can hold it. So it probably weighed more than 50 pounds.
Dang.
And I'm gonna say it's probably about it's probably right about 50 pounds. And I rolled it over all that flimsy flashing that was down there.
Yeah.
And I popped a couple of screws through the ridges.
Good.
And that thing's solid now, man.
That's good. Was
Yeah.
Dirt Monkey there? I have no idea how. I don't normally watch it. Ever since he started complaining about his employees, I stopped watching. Milwaukee NYY11743 says Milwaukee just released crap we'd already seen by them. Company is in a slump. We replaced quite a few of the Gen 4s with 1007s from DeWalt, the 860s, because the guys liked them better.
Somebody said there's a broom behind me.
Oh,
scared me.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I understand where NY is coming from, dude. The 2953, which is the Gen 4 impact driver, has serious design issues with it. The fact that the Gen 3 really set the world on fire for Milwaukee, really set them apart from the competition, and then to take a step back in build quality and design on your Gen 4 models, both the 2953, the impact driver, and the 2904 hammer driver, those are major issues for a company. If you can't get your core tool right, you heard me say it before, if you don't get your core tools right, you're not worth buying into. Right now, if somebody were to put a gun into my head and say, or put a home protective device to my head, not the G word, because YouTube doesn't like the G word. Sorry, YouTube, please forgive me. I promise I'll never say it again. But
they're gonna manually review this. They'll be like, "Oh, he probably didn't mean it," and then like scroll 5 seconds later, it's like, "Oh, this guy."
So there's a reason like why I don't recommend Makita. They don't. First of all, they don't make tools that are any good, and that's in honor of Dan the Man just showing up with his new name. Teal makes me squeal. But they don't do their core right. When Milwaukee, I really love the Gen 3 hammer drill impact driver.
What's up, Josh?
But they needed a refresh. Sure. The Gen 4, though, isn't the refresh that they needed. You cannot take a step back in build quality and remain the top of the market.
Well, I mean,
DeWalt, on the other hand, they went, I'm going to make 10 different drills, 9 different impact drivers in a 3-year period just to see what's working.
And none of them work.
I don't know. The 870 is kind of my favorite right now. What's up, Super TA?
I like the 870. I like the feel of it. I just as soon have a triple hammer. This is my thought. This is my ultimate thought. I just as soon have a triple hammer for the feel.
Yeah.
The triple hammer has, and I've been using that on the roof lately. The triple hammer has the plastic overcoating over over this area. That's
Yeah.
underrated, man. That's one of the reasons why I actually like the Makita XCT16 because it has that metal shield over the motor. If you grab a Flex or you grab a Milwaukee in 120 degrees or 110 degrees outside, and you're working in between forming and stuff, dude, they're hot. So
Yeah.
Metallo's got that. DeWalt's got a good feel. The 870 is cool and all. It's more powerful than the 850. 850 is still lighter.
Thanks, Howie. I appreciate it. I'll see you on that bus, by the way. You'll be in the back. I'll be driving you. Anyway, but not driving you like a Makita guy gets driven. I mean, driving you like I'll be behind the wheel of the bus, taking you to the homeschooling class that you're involved in. Anyway, somebody asked, what's the best DeWalt impact driver in a combo kit right now? Unfortunately, the 870 is not in a combo kit. I wish it were, because that is by far and away my favorite DeWalt impact driver that they've ever made. If it wasn't for that, I'm going to go with the 845. The 845 is not as powerful or fast as the 860, but it's way more comfortable. It's more reliable than the old 887 because it won't catch on fire.
Because it won't catch fire.
Yeah. The trigger issues on it aren't nearly as bad as the 850, and the 850 is much more likely to break when you're using it. And the 840 is too slow to really recommend. And if you go back and you look at like the 885, old, weak, garbage. The 78, what is it? The 787, I think, is the other one that they're selling. They got 10. I can't go through all 10 by memory, but some good, some bad. Only 2 of them are good.
Wow.
The 860
Well,
is terrible. It's terrible to use, by the way. Milwaukee going to sue DeWalt for having a better hydraulic impact driver than them. They would have had to have sued Rigid then, because Rigid has had a better hydraulic pulse impact driver than Milwaukee for years, to the point where TTI doesn't make it anymore. That's how much better it was.
So someone's asking about the M12 Surge versus the DeWalt. I've been trying to make a video for that for a couple of months now. My M12 Spring, which is overexposed, just launched out of my Milwaukee and was never seen again for no reason. So I need to get a spring. I might just do the switcheroo because it's on Milwaukee anyway. I'm not going to feel bad about Frankenstein and a brand new tool to make my tool better to return the one that I just stole the spring out of. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud here. It's the same thing as me warrantying it, basically, except they get it more directly.
Yeah.
They can deal with it. But the 870 has more power. 870 has a smaller battery. And I think that the M12 is pretty damn heavy for what it is. So because it's a smaller tool, it winds up feeling like a brick in your hand more than it does an actual tool. And then the 870 is slightly bigger, and the center of gravity just works better.
So for the M12, first of all, the M12 Surge, it is terrible. Like the M18 Surge, also terrible. I've called them the worst tools that Milwaukee makes, and I stand by that. They're slow. They're not actually all that quiet. They just don't hit as often as the Gen 3 or the Gen 4. That makes them feel good, or makes it seem like they're less loud. But we've tested them next to the Gen 4, and under load, it's just as loud as the Gen 4. So it's not loud, it's not fast, it's not powerful, it's terrible. Well, that's just the truth of it. And then you get into the M12 line. M12 impact drivers are notorious for dropping a battery right out of the handle because they vibrate so dang on much. Taking the batteries out of your M12 tools sucks stink.
So I want to follow up by saying I told you which one's more powerful. I don't know which one I like more. I actually like the 12-volt compactness, but it is heavy, but it is more compact. So if you're going for
Yeah,
compactness, the M12 Surge is
Snapple.
actually nice. It's a good feeling impact. Um, I haven't decided which one I like more, but the DeWalt does have more power. Does that matter? Not to me.
What's up, Milwaukee, Boston? We're talking bad about your brand tonight. You might want to cover your ears or get a tampon for them. I don't know which one.
No, someone
I just
sold the
sold your Gen 4 for the Bosch. That's a good move, in my opinion. Bosch makes
yeah.
one of the most comfortable, reliable, smooth impact drivers that's out there. And as far as the lawsuit goes against Klein Tools and against Tough Built, I have looked into it a little bit. The foundation of that lawsuit by Milwaukee, by TTI, seems rather flimsy. I don't think it'll go anywhere. I think, in my honest opinion, and that's all it is, in my honest opinion, I see it going to be kicked out. I can't see how that can go very far. What
No,
Milwaukee's
it's
trying to do is just like they did with the batteries, where they
yeah.
sued company after company after company for putting a battery in a tool. Now they're trying to say mobile tool storage is their forte. But if you go back, you can look at Craftsman, Montana. They've had mobile toolboxes
Stanley.
for 70 years now,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. They were metal though, so maybe that makes a difference.
Stanley.
Yeah,
Stanley had that three
Stanley.
tool. You saw that three
Yeah,
tier, turned into stair steps,
yeah,
had a wheel.
it was good,
One of
dude.
my first boxes.
Would be an interesting precedent if they won. It would be interesting. I don't see them winning though. It's just
No, it's just really good publicity for Klein because
what
Klein
what
has
they
a better
said.
box.
What they said. Well, better is objective. Um,
True.
what they said was, and there's some basis to it. It's not a baseless claim. If you look at the uh, Klein mod box and you compare it to the rigid Pro Gear, they're virtually identical. Some differences in design, not many, but by and large, most of what's going on there is just a copy of what rigid Pro Gear is. Now, the Tough Built system, that's going to be even more difficult because the Tough Built shares almost nothing in common with any other box. They're different
Yeah.
depths, different design aspects to it, different ways of securing the sides, the metal that they use, the way they put in the metal, the way the lock and unlock to get your mod boxes or to get your mobile boxes separated is completely different than anybody that's out there. So it's an interesting concept. The flex pack out or stack out or whatever they call it is more related or more closely a copy of the actual Milwaukee pack out, but they didn't sue Shervan.
Right.
They
Exactly. That's
they
weird.
went after Tough Built and they went after Klein. Klein, I think, is going to be in a little more trouble, not a whole lot, a little more trouble than Tough Built. Tough Built, I think, is going to be like a cakewalk for them. They're going to walk in and be like, "What are we talking about here?" And they'd probably be dismissed on their behalf. Klein, on the other hand, Klein could really suffer from not being allowed to sell their tools or their mobile storage in the United States. My ex-wife seems to be Tough Built. Lots of mileage. That's true. And she's readily available for most people. Uh, Milwaukee did win the battle years ago. Every single company had to pay royalties. Yes, on the batteries they did. On mobile storage, I don't think that Milwaukee has a leg to stand on because mobile storage has been around for 4 years. Truly, decades at this point, long before the Milwaukee pack out was ever thought of.
Dang, Quint did well.
Yeah, Flex 3 drawer for $57. She's flexible. She set the precedent for on demand. It's the 3 drawer modular box, is what he got for $57.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just looking back. And, the problem that DeWalt has, Stanley Black & Decker has, is they've moved to the point, by and large, where they're a reactionary company. And what I mean by that is that they will wait for somebody to come out with a product, and then they'll follow along. Right? They are not, they're not really out there pushing the forefront of innovation. Now, the tools that they make are good. When they come out, they are very good. Makita has absolutely stopped innovating. Like 100% stopped innovation. Their X-Lock on their angle grinder, they buy it from Bosch. Is that the Starlock? And then the X-Lock is for, the Starlock, and then the
Starlock.
And then they've got one for what's the other tool that they simply just copied or paid.
They got
Bosch.
a pretty cool sheetrock cutter that has some pretty nifty blades that only goes a certain depth. They got a couple of tools, but it's been years since they really innovated.
I did not see that Milwaukee, Boston. Yeah, it's been quite a long time since they've introduced anything. I saw somebody say they came out with some new impact drivers earlier in the year, or late last year, whenever it was, and it's truly the same tool as what they have produced for the last 8 years with a different model number. The same motors that were garbage, the same tech, which is okay, the same batteries, which are garbage. Oh, that's the other thing that they bought from Bosch, were the tabless batteries, the 40-volt tabless batteries. Makita couldn't even develop that technology. They have to pay Bosch to develop that technology for them.
Yeah.
I'll be the first person to see the toolbox. How long before Yeti starts making pack out? I don't know. That's a good question.
Man, they put wheels on them Yetis. Milwaukee's going to sue them. Just saying.
Flex is a neutral color, so you can use it in any tool line. It's also a neutral color, so it kind of, nobody pays attention to it. I hate to say it. They don't stand out. Performance-wise, they stand out. Flex, great tools, but when you're neutral color, nobody pays attention to you.
Yeah.
Oh, just leave your kitchen cabinets open, dude. Unless the pipes are outside. I don't know. Infringements for the material they use for wheels. If that's the only thing that they had, plastic, glass reinforced plastic with a rubberized coating, that's just terrible. If that's the basis of that. But going back to the world of concrete stuff, what's up, LFL? Going back to the world of concrete stuff, I've got to say, if you were expecting 2025 to be the year that Milwaukee steps up and shows everyone that they're ahead of them head and shoulders, keep waiting. It may happen. It may happen, but it's not looking real good for the home team right now if you're a Milwaukee fan.
Yeah.
Makita's resting on their Asian market dominance? Probably. I have very high hopes for Pipeline this year. Sure.
That's usually when the best stuff comes out from Milwaukee anyway, right?
They normally, for us, yeah. But they normally do a huge focus on World of Concrete. Like the stuff that they took the pipeline last year, they had introduced at least portions of it at World of Concrete earlier the year. Segmented batteries were the first thing that came to mind. They had talked about segmented motors. Sorry, not batteries, motors. Segmented motors at World of Concrete last year, and having little to no hope for seeing anything innovative at this year's World of Concrete, because it was just to go into the pipeline event going, this is the year that they show everybody, look, if they're not coming out with new batteries for the M12 line, they need some kind of new battery, whether it's tabless or lithium pouch cell. I don't know which. I have no authority or information on that. If they don't have anything about that, trash. Like the M12 line for me is already getting to the point where, why am I buying it? And then you go into that M18. What do they need? Well, I don't think a new rear handle circular saw is going to get anybody's motor running.
No, they need a one-hand reset. They need a one-hand reset. It's been since 2015.
All of their saws need a complete refresh. All of them, not just one.
Was the last fuel one-handed reset. No, thanks.
I'm not worried about Milwaukee going away, Stephen. I'm saying, he said, I think Milwaukee will improve and survive. I believe. I'm just getting hell if I don't. I'm not worried about them going away. What I'm seeing is what a lot of you guys are starting to see, I think, and that is that Milwaukee is taking a step back from being the market leader to being maybe a second or third place. I mean, let's face it, the Gen 4 is what, 2 years old, 3 years old?
2.
So they're still multiple years away from showing us the Gen 5 stuff, unless they move up their timetable, which they don't seem likely to do. I hope they go away. Let's not go there. Competition's good for everybody. But
no, I would imagine they're seeing a bunch of recalls for the Gen 4 impact.
I would imagine. Yeah, a lot of warranty, a lot of claims, a lot of returns.
Mine never left the house, and I broke it. Smoked it. We didn't do anything stupid with it. Everything that we've done with that tool has been on YouTube. So, not very much.
And I'll say this: I don't grab the Milwaukee impact driver for anything.
Nope.
It is simply just something to show on YouTube because people watch it. I don't really enjoy using it. Now the drill, on the other hand,
about it. You got to compare. Yeah.
The drill, on the other hand, I absolutely love using that.
I like both Gen 3s more.
I can see that. I won't argue with you. Can't imagine what the Gen 5 is going to cost. Same as the Gen 3, same as the Gen 4. About $400 for a combo kit with 2 5-amp hour batteries. I will say this. The reason, and getting back to the M12 line, because we were talking about that for a minute, the reason that I am hesitant to buy the Night Creature, the M12 stuff, is because my rigid subcompact stuff is just overwhelmingly good. Like high quality, smooth. The new rigid stander, the oscillating multi-tool, the right angle impact wrench, both the drill and the impact driver, both of them are smooth. Like every single tool that I get in that subcompact line from Rigid is just freaking incredible. And I look forward to when Rigid puts out and do subcompact stuff. Take it easy, Trail.
Zero Trail.
I really do. It is very good, and I've just been blown away. If you haven't used the 3-inch cutoff tool from Rigid, you're missing out. It's miles better than anything Milwaukee puts out in their cutoff tools. Sander, the same thing. Might not be as powerful or as the M12. Excuse me, but I don't care. I want the smooth. I want less vibration. Oscillating multi-tool. That oscillating multi-tool is by far and away the best OMT that I have ever used. What's up, Noah? It has been a minute. Brushless and back drivers, $71. There you go, Quint. Just got the Rigid Sander, oscillating multi-tool, and cutoff.
The kit for
Amazing
$71
tools.
is really good.
That is great.
Yeah.
Your balls hurt? Well, get them out of your husband's mouth. The new Milwaukee deal starting tomorrow at Home Depot or so. That's buy more, save more. And it's going to be that way until May.
Oh, man.
So y'all get ready. I do the deal videos, and the reason I do them is because they pay well. But dude, I get kind of bored if it's the same stuff over and over and over again. I've got a video coming up. What's up, Dale? I got a video coming out. Mr. Hungry, how you doing? Coming out later this week. I don't know. It'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday of Lowe's. Me not just doing the deals, but telling you guys different areas of the store that you can go into to find deals, and giving you some tips on how to score even better deals. One of the tips being that every single price at Lowe's is manufacturer's suggested retail price. Suggested means you're a sucker if you're paying that. Ask for a discount, dude. It never hurts to ask. The worst they can say is no. Most of the time, if you're talking to a manager, they're going to say yes. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I tell people is like, go in there and ask for a discount. So you guys have that to look forward to. But going in there and just doing the same stuff over and over and over again, bleh. Am I going to buy the Metabo hammer drill? Maybe. Metabo's a channel killer. You put it on. Not a whole lot of people watch. I was pleasantly surprised today when I did the trim router, and it did 5,000. Not great, but not bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you try the Bosch, you're going to like them anyway. Bosch has by far the most powerful hammer drill on the market right now. At 18 volts, the most powerful hammer drill on the market. Beats everything 40 volts down.
Wow.
Paul W. snuck in. What's up, Paul? Paul W., one of our longtime viewers. I think he's actually he and Howie Z probably our two longest to watching us do this on Sunday.
You got, Apache.
Oh, both of them they've been here longer than Apache, because we've been doing this podcast for what, 3 years?
Yeah, almost 4 now. Yeah.
So we've been doing it for quite a while, and like Howie Z, Tom, TC Kid Solo. Some of you guys, he was my first subscriber ever. He's been around for a while. Paul W. been around for a while. I think they were probably the old guard there, and very much appreciated. I know it's rare that you miss a Sunday, Rodney. The Metabo hammer drill feels better. I am sure. Metabo has the best ergonomics.
Okay, Josh, for about 2.5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew those guys that predated you, because they were with me when I was at like far from 1,000. when I had to hijack Suburban Beards channel to do a live stream.
I remember that.
Rigid multi-tool is the best. I'm with you, Josh. You're welcome, my man. We appreciate that, Howie. George Ordway, 20 months.
20
Look
months.
at
There you go.
As a member. We do offer memberships for people, by the way. I know I perpetually forget to ask to mention it in videos and even during the live stream. So there you go.
Good way to support the channel.
Kansas the Men's has finally showed up.
What's up, Kansas?
He's always late. It must be hard for him to get in that high chair to watch.
Oh no! Which impact driver is my favorite?
Longer than that, B-dubs.
I don't know, man. It's probably the 860 is my favorite.
That just shows you have bad taste.
I like the 860. Or the 8. It's one of the 8s. It's a DeWalt. They're all so similar and they all do different things. Every 845 I've ever had, every one of them, all 5 of them, I've pulled the trigger and nothing's happened from time to time. So
yeah.
Very
common.
I still keep wanting to try it out to see if it's going to be different, but every time I buy another one, it's the same. So I don't know, man. I scored an 840 for like $36 the other day, a display model.
That's not bad.
And the 840 is nice. But I like I said, man, I really like the 850. It's lighter than the 870. It's compact. Put a power stack on it, and there's not too much you can't do.
Yeah. My favorite impact driver used right now is the 870. I don't like a lot of noise when I work because I actually value listening to the things around me and being able to hear that stuff. So the 870 for me, when I'm using an impact driver, that's going to be the one I use. And I hate to tell you guys this, almost everything I do is with a drill. I don't really, it's a rigid subcompact when I'm using one. It's just,
let me get the scale. I'll show you, Josh. I'll show you which one's lighter. I get the scale.
I work on a dirt bite with Milwaukee tool. Should I add to my collection? Sure. Absolutely, you should. George Orway, how you doing? Lane, yeah, go ahead. If that's what you need, if you need more tools, then yes. I don't know why he didn't ask me. I actually have it here. Oh, well, he's gone. What should I add? M18 or M12? Which do you prefer? I bought something to kind of give me more of an active lifestyle. I've been having some hip troubles and following my respiratory infection that lasted almost 3 months. I got a new toy to ride around it, and it carried my fat butt 22 miles an hour today. And I am 288 pounds. I'm not ashamed of it either. I got an electric scooter just to have a more active lifestyle in the spring and the summer and into the fall, because I want to get out and I want to be able to do more. As a retired person right now, I don't even have a reason to get out of bed most days. And was an Alzheimer's victim, or also I'm not a victim of anything, but an Alzheimer's sufferer. I want to be able to get out there and do some more stuff, kind of keep my mind healthy as well. So I got an electric scooter from Win Ice. I paid for it. Nobody sent me anything. I paid for it. $168. It's a 500 watt motor. So nice.
You see those numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the 870 power stack.
5 pounds, 14 ounces.
That is 2 pounds, 14.9 ounces.
Okay, 2 pounds.
Okay.
My bad.
And then we got the with the clip, right? And then with the clip, 850.
Currently show 1/4 inch impact. Oh.
2
Hold on a
pounds,
second.
13 ounces.
Okay, so the 850 is lighter.
Just a little bit, and the way that it carries,
2 ounces.
it's but that 2 ounces is in a better location than the 870. There's something. Why don't you grab yours and you tell me the difference? Because 2 ounces doesn't seem like a lot, but wherever they put the 2 ounces on this makes a big difference.
I prefer the feel of the 870 to the 850.
Right. That's why I said the 870 first. The 870 is very nice, and it almost doesn't impact because it has a lot of torque.
Yeah. So Lane has been asking, what should he add to the M12 line? He's got a ratchet. He's got a 1/4 inch ratchet. A lot of dudes swear by that right angle impact wrench that they have. I think it's a little underpowered, but you're working on dirt bikes, so you don't need a ton of power. That'll probably work just fine for you. The M12 oscillating multi-tool is decent. Nothing to write home about, but it's good. The soldering iron is probably my favorite M12 tool. That ought to tell you something.
Yeah, the soldering iron's nice. So what is he doing? Working on dirt bikes, and he's got a ratchet. That's it.
That's what it looked like. I don't work on dirt bikes, so I don't know all
the
that
fact
you need.
that we're having a hard time thinking about what he needs is a problem in itself. Probably stubby 3/8 impact,
I don't
right?
think he needs a stubby 3/8 impact because he's working on a dirt bike. He doesn't need 550 foot-pounds of torque.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, just get the brushed one. It's fine.
Well, yeah, I suppose. That tire inflator. There you go. That's a good one.
That is a good one, dude. That tire inflator I've had for 3 years now, and it rolls around in the back of the truck. I can't take it inside the house, and it's survived 2 snowstorms now, two different years of snowstorms, 2 full summers in the back of this truck, and every time the truck turns right, dude, that thing's blah 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 to one side of the truck and the other side of the truck, and it has been out there the whole time. Did you get fixed?
You see this one?
Oh, I see it now.
It's complete.
Yes, I see that.
Wait. It's complete.
You found somebody.
I owe it all to you guys on YouTube. Overhead Garage Door came out and did it.
Nice.
Yeah. Not nearly as expensive as I thought it would be.
Let me guess.
The rollers.
Let me guess. It was $378.44.
$459 to replace all the rollers and the spring.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good.
$299 a spring, they said. I only replaced one. Oh, so he only has the 1/4 impact driver. All right. Ike, what's up? Have you tried the M12 Insider ratchet? I haven't, and I did want it.
I'm torture testing it for you guys. Someone says, why don't I put it in a tote or a box? I'm torture testing it. It still works, and the battery's in it.
No, it was $459 for the spring and all of the rollers on the door to be replaced. So they replaced.
So a electric ratchet.
10 different rollers, the spring, and they did something to the tension to make it better.
Nice.
So an electric ratchet. Electric ratchets are nice, dude. M12 has the only 12-volt ratchet worth buying. No. The DeWalt is shit.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't even have the fuel version, man. And the brushed ratchet is amazing on the Milwaukee
Yeah.
even. Yeah, Milwaukee's got some good ones. I was trying to think, was mine brushed or not? It was brushed. And the brushed one's decent.
Yeah, his Gen 4 impact driver is done, dude. It's finished. Do I have a wall mount? Or no, it's a ceiling mount. I wish I
I
had a wall mount.
I tried to
Take up
take the
less
spring out
space.
of my Gen 4 and the ball bearings and put it in my M12. Completely different size collet.
No,
Yeah, why would they do that?
you
Why
don't
can't it be the
say.
same? Why can't it be the same?
I don't know. Why do they call it electric ratchet if it's battery? Because a battery is an electric device.
Because there's a pneumatic one. So most common is pneumatic. That's what they were for years. And they don't make a corded ratchet because that'd be stupid. So they have electric when it's battery because it's not pneumatic.
Favorite M12 battery?
2.5 HO.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So
the M12 inflator
yeah,
is decent. I've got the 20 volt DeWalt that you wind in the. Have you seen? I showed you that or no?
no.
Oh, I've got the 20 volt inflator from DeWalt, dude. It's freaking amazing.
I'll stick with my rigid. I stick with my rigid tire inflator because it's all I need, and I've got like 40 batteries, so easy.
You got to squeeze the trigger for it, or can you walk away?
I can walk away.
Okay.
It has an auto stop,
Oh, nice.
and I just set the auto, walk away. Listen, what are my thoughts on Harbor Freight? It's buyer beware. Some good, some bad. Harbor Freight.
Good moving blankets. That's my thoughts on Harbor Freight. Good Pelican boxes, good moving blankets, good casters. Some of the best casters you can get for the money are at Harbor Freight.
That I agree with.
Let me think. What else is good at Harbor Freight? Acceptable shop lights that are LED. They go on sale often. Oh, and those
Yeah.
puzzles that your kids like to, it comes with a little sandpaper and you got to fit them all together.
Yeah. Who is saying negative stuff about the current person in office? We can't say his name because YouTube penalizes you for it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I bought my dad the M18, added a quick connect like he like it. Also had the rigid inflator, love it. Good. Yeah, they definitely have some good moving blankets. I normally buy my moving blankets from Harbor Freight. However, this year I bought them from Tractor Supply, and the Tractor Supply moving blankets are much better. The Tractor Supply moving blankets have little pieces of plastic, various spots in them that provide a little bit
Sliding.
more. Well, it provides a little bit more support when you have stuff under them. A little, so if it bumps into something or whatever, it's not going to get damaged. And they're about the same thickness, the same price as the Harbor Freight. But if I can get something that adds more for the same price, I'm going to do it.
Trying to think what else is good at Harbor Freight. There's not much.
The Hercules impact driver hammer drill are nice in their 20 volt set. They're nice. They're not top of the market or even close to it, but they're nice.
Yeah.
Not as many people go to Harbor Freight, so it's probably cleaner. I don't know. The Harbor Freight, the one that I was shooting in the other day was, first of all, filthy, but busy. Like, I was in there for over an hour and a half to make that video for you guys.
Did Josh grab his 850 versus his 870 and realize that the weight on the 860 is like, no, sorry, 870. Did he realize that the weight on the
850,
870
870.
is like straight down versus more? I don't know how to explain it, dude. The 2 ounces in a different location makes all the difference in the two tools. It's a completely different feel.
Oh, I'm out on mini pliers, Apache. My hands are too big for mini anything. Icon hand tools are decent. There you go. Hey, Paul W., you're not supposed to take the crabs out of there, dude. Just the waitresses are supposed to be off limits, man. I have 2 DeWalt tools left. Dang. Makita is the leader in new tech. 2014 called "They Want Their Hot Take Back" there, Miles. Makita is the only brand actively paying other people to do R&D for them. The impact I have will break away for lug nuts. Yeah, it's supposed to. Not that you'd want it to, but it can.
I still think that the 12-volt DeWalt lineup is better, even though it has less tools.
Better than what?
Just a good choice for 12-volt because you can get bigger tools for everything else. If you weren't going to buy 20-volt or 18-volt, then get Milwaukee and then have in between the power, and you'd never need another 18-volt tool. But if you're going to buy the 18-volt stuff, the DeWalt stuff is really enjoyable for a smaller lineup.
The DeWalt 12-volt tools suck.
Well, yeah, they definitely suck, but they fit the bill for having compactness.
That's the end of the conversation. They suck.
That depends what you're doing. If you're running self tappers through sheet metal, who cares?
Don't care. They suck. The exception doesn't make the rule, sir.
The exception absolutely makes the rule when you have other tools.
No, it doesn't.
That's why you're buying the more compact tool.
If you're going to buy a compact tool, buy one that works with your other platform. So get into the Milwaukee drill impact driver. Now they're hammer drill and impact driver. Compact tools, but they keep the 18-volt platform. They're worth it. Rigid subcompact stuff, if you haven't used it, you're falling behind. And to answer someone's question about the Milwaukee World of Concrete, was it a disappointment? A huge disappointment. They offered nothing really worth writing home about. There, I answered that question. And even the DeWalt Atomic stuff is more powerful, more comfortable than their 12-volt stuff.
The Atomic, yeah, the 20-volt, yeah.
That's their compact stuff.
Yeah, it's better. It's more volts.
They're better. Yeah, they're better. They're more powerful. They're more comfortable.
Yeah, but the battery size, man, the weight. So let's look at this, the weight of it. We were at what, Mario? 14 ounces? What is this one at?
What do I think of the ryobi Gen?
One pound, 15.9 here.
Okay. What do I think of the ryobi Gen 2 tools? I don't care. To be honest with you, I've been burned by too many ryobi tools to care about them. They're just not durable enough. If I got them for free, I'd probably think I overpaid. Where was the World of Concrete? I want to say it was somewhere in Ohio. I don't really know. I didn't get invited. No, it was in Vegas. There you go. Ryobi is for homeowners. Ryobi is for people that don't know better. That's what I'm going to say.
Is that their Miata? That's their motto. Ryobi for the people who don't know better.
Well, it's true, man. That's the bad part about it. It's too famous. I'm too famous for. No, I don't think I'm famous enough to go to the world of concrete. Plus, companies don't want to hear what you actually think. They want to know that you're going to go and do like Vance did and blow smoke up their backside and French kiss it while you're up there. And just tell, oh, look how great this is. Like all those guys, anybody that's getting invited to the world of concrete, they know that they're going there to kiss ass, and that ain't really my forte. So they leave me alone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of those tools are cool, but I don't know, dude. We don't need a battery-powered whirlybird. Just saying.
No. The new drill has 850 inch-pounds of torque soles. It's nearly half as powerful as any other brand. That's true, and that's what 150 foot-pounds more than their last hammer drill that stunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. What is the? So the M12, the new hammer drill that they just came out with, has an advertised 600 inch-pounds of torque for a 12-volt tool.
The
That's
Milwaukee
impressive.
M12?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gen 3, whatever it is.
It's
the latest
I
one.
think it's still the hammer drill, the new one that they just brought out.
That's okay.
Oh no, that's the compact. That's the compact. I'm sorry, it's the compact hammer drill, the new one.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's 8.
Out.
That's M18.
Yeah, 600 inch and a compact tool, and it'll
decent.
probably do it. And I'm just gonna off the top of my head tell you that the ryobi will probably max out about 22 foot-pounds.
What does the DeWalt 805 do?
The 805 is a hammer drill.
Yeah, or the 800, whichever one.
Yeah, they're just
what
compact
do they do?
XR. Compact XR. Oh, as far as foot-pounds?
Yeah.
I just did the 805 with a flex volt. What was it? 24.3
foot-pounds.
Yeah.
So we're gonna divide that by or multiply by 12 to get the inch-pounds.
Yeah, if you want. I don't want.
Maybe I do.
I think
you said 27 times 12?
24.3.
4.3 times 12. Yeah, 600 is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. I'm with you, Paul. I don't do that. Ryobi, sucking at tools since the beginning. Their first hammer was made out of cotton balls. I want to say it just probably wasn't any good then either. But people used to go, "Oh, that's real good for in the cave." Then again, that's going to workers checking out thing. What? Yeah, and
I don't know.
Milwaukee's.
A lot of writing there.
Neither one are brushed. Neither the subcompact Ryobi or Milwaukee are brushed. They're both brushless. And their chucks are both metal. I'm looking at them both right now. They're both metal.
Oh, that's good.
Their first hammer, no, it wasn't a rock. A rock would have made sense. Their first hammer was, honest to God, cotton balls. That's just, people get on me for not liking Ryobi. I don't understand why. I know the difference between a good and a bad tool, and if I tell you your tool brand sucks, it's because your tool brand sucks. I don't really care about the brands at all, but some of them, that not everything in this world is made equal. Hey, cinder block of sandpaper. I think we've all done that, dude. I like it though. The Bosch 1330 has 1,330 inch-pounds of torque. It is by far the top dog. I think even the newest Metabo, the 46 volt, whatever they're calling it, hammer drill isn't as powerful as that Bosch, and it's 36 volts. And let's face it, Makita's not even in the conversation for power. This SoAlz. Nice, Steven.
What impact drill should you get? What brands you got right now? Use concrete or sandpaper?
I've used my zipper once.
Your zipper or sandpaper?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have anything else.
Oh. I was going to say it's easier if you just take your pants off.
Oh, Daniel, you have Makita. Everything else will be an upgrade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Just pick one.
Pick a brand. It's going to be an upgrade.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The Metabo triple hammer bolt. Is that the one he's talking about?
That's what I was using on the roof today.
I love that tool.
Yeah, dude, the bolt's amazing.
All right, guys. We've been at this for an hour. It's a Sunday. And I say, it's time to go. He looks
depressed or
no,
tired.
that's just his face. He's just
That's
ugly.
just my face. That's just my face.
The Apache helicopter's coming back around on the rigid stuff. After he went hog wild buying everything else, he's coming back around on rigid.
I don't like the grip on rigid. I don't like the rigid grip.
That's because you're not using it enough.
It's right here. It was.
I got to tell you this. And people will feel free to disagree with me if you want to be wrong.
All right.
But sorry, I got to move stuff to get to my tools now. But this drill is one of the better fitting drills that I own. Everybody's hand's going to be a little different, but this is one of the better fitting.
I do remember grabbing that at Direct Tool.
The subcompact.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. The oscillating multi-tool and the new sander.
The new sander looks crazy.
Dude, look how it fits.
Yeah. I like the new sander look.
It's perfect, man.
Is that a 6?
5.
It's a 5. It looks huge.
Does it?
Not anymore.
Look, if anybody ever questions how big a hand is,
yeah,
that's a 5-inch random orbit sander that I just palmed in my hand like it was nothing. It's like the whole thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, the sanders. The nice thing about the rigid subcompact stuff, and I keep talking about it, but no vibration. Like the oscillating multi-tool is quiet, no vibration.
Oh, that's why Makita guys don't like it. Now we know why Makita guys don't like it.
That's true. That sander, there is no vibration to it. Like I was using it, and if I'm not paying attention, I don't remember that it's on. It's just
that's pretty crazy. So, you might have some nerve damage there, buddy.
Yeah, it could be. The convertible top guy is rapping with you. Well, you know, give him what he wants, I guess.
The convertible top guy. Nice.
What place has the best deals to buy tools? Right now?
Lowe's.
Yeah,
it's Lowe's.
It's probably Lowe's, but they don't really. Well, you're a Makita guy, so yeah, everything else is going to
Hey,
be an
I
improvement.
went to a different Lowe's
What's up,
last
Dylan?
night to go get the corrugate that actually matched the same pattern as my roof, and they had all their Metabo out. My
Oh,
Lowe's doesn't have Metabo on the shelf anymore.
mine does in very limited
They
quantities.
had the jigsaw for $41. They had a
Yeah,
lot of really tempting buys, but I wasn't sure if that was normal or not because it feels it's for me, man. The reason why I never really looked at Metabo is because it's always on sale. So you walk by and it's kind of a put off. Like you got to know your worth, right? If you
yeah,
present yourself as a low worth, you don't have anything to offer, or you fake it till you make it. It's all about sales basically, and that's your attitude while you're making the sale and talking to somebody, saying you know how to do the job, whatever you're doing. Whenever I walk by Metabo and everything is on sale all the time, I think
it's
it's
not a
probably why
good
a
look.
lot of people don't look at Metabo.
Well, Metabo's problem is where they're sold. They're sold at Lowe's, even skilled now. You're starting to see.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
skill's getting
Mario.
bad. Yeah.
You're starting to see skill on sale constantly.
Yep.
Cobalt. If you walk by the Cobalt section,
All
it's
on sale.
everything's either new lower price or on clearance. Everything.
Mm-hmm. You
Uh,
can get a heat blicky for $56 right now.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So Lowe's is just where good tools go. It's like the Florida of tools. You go there to retire. Um,
It's the Florida of tools.
yeah, it's just true. Any brand that I see that's going into Lowe's, I just shake my head at, and I'm like, sorry, this is going to happen to
With
you.
the exception of DeWalt, man, they do pretty well with DeWalt. They got exclusive. You can get the eight. What can you get of DeWalt that you can't get at Home Depot? It's 850. No, you can get the 850
No,
at Lowe's.
yeah,
I'm sorry, you can get the 850 at Home Depot.
I think you can get them at both places if you order online.
Yeah, if you order online, but in the store, the 850 is not present at Lowe's.
So yeah, I wear, in case anybody wonders, I wear a men's 2XL glove. They're tight when I put them on. And that is having lost, like I've lost a lot of, I used to wear a size 17 ring, and I am down quite a bit as far as ring size,
I don't remember.
but I used to wear a 5XL glove. So to wear a 2 now, I've lost quite a bit of size in
Mass.
my hands and
Yeah.
in my arms. But I've gained it all in my belly, which makes me feel good.
There you go.
That's what I was going to say, Bob. Bob the Builder, aka Ember. Um, inside joke. Don't worry about it. Anyway, um, Skill being at sold their circular saw, or not their circular saw, but their table saw and their miter saws now being sold at Walmart. Along with the Delta Shopmaster stuff. I finally got prices on those today. They finally put the prices out. Um, it's just something like you know that a company of that caliber and skill, as far as their saws go, the rest of the tools suck. But as far as saws go, um, to see them showing up at Walmart tells you just how bad Lowe's is for a brand. Even even DeWalt's biggest partner or a distribution partner is Home Depot. They carry
Yeah.
more of their line at Lowe's, and their biggest partner is Home Depot. Let that sink in. How
What brand
terrible.
makes the best polishers?
Oh, Flex. German Flex.
Yeah, the Red Flex. Pretty good polishers.
They invented it.
Also, is it Grioche?
uh
Grioche, is that how you pronounce it? They sell a line of products for cars for waxing and detailing.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
They make a decent polisher. My buddy has one.
If you really just need a polisher that'll do the job, Craftsman does work. I don't really
Makita guys
recommend it.
polish it off pretty good, I hear.
The DeWalt FlexVolt polisher, I think they have the FlexVolt polisher. I know they have an XR polisher, but I wanted to say they had a FlexVolt polisher, and I think that's the one that's really good. Knob buffers. No DeWalt OPE at Lowe's. That's true, but they have Ego. And
Yeah.
look at what happened to Ego. Isn't it funny? If you remember Vance and the boys when Ego left Home Depot to go to Lowe's, they were like, "Oh, the Home Depot's going to lose all of the the landscapers and all that, right? They're all going to go to Lowe's." You know what happened? Ego had a 22% drop in sales.
Dude, I do a lot of electrical inspections. I go to a lot of people's garages.
Yeah.
And I see Ego.
Yeah, Ego's a great brand.
Like freaking 8 to 10. Like all the homeowners know Ego, at least all the ones that can afford a $10,000 panel change out, you know what I'm saying? Because the other ones that can't aren't pulling permits, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading Mario's thing. Lowe's is sitting on a gold mine, but instead fixing their advertisement, they stay the same way.
Yeah.
Like their in-store signage, their lighting. If you go into a Lowe's, and you'll notice it's considerably dimmer than a Home Depot. The lighting's wrong. Their colors, the way they've made everything neutral inside of their store is terrible.
Yeah, even the racks are like a tan, right? Instead of orange.
It's like a gray.
Yeah.
They're like gray.
Right.
The walls are gray. Like, it's just a terrible thing. And then the way that they have, they've started putting everything behind those plexiglass and wire doors and stuff.
Everyone started doing that crap, man. My Home Depot stopped having the nailers out. And they used to be like you could actually grab the nailer and feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
And it was still tethered to it still had a cable around it. I don't know what the big deal was. And thieves just ruined everything, man. Now we got to wait 45 minutes for someone to open a damn rack.
Yeah, honestly, they have that. You remember years and years ago, Walmart used to have a button in their aisles where you could push a button and it would go over the loudspeakers. Hey, come to the whatever to help this person or whatever. Lowe's started doing that. It was a bad idea for Walmart. It's a horrible idea for Lowe's. Here's an idea. Hire workers to be on the floor. Don't have like 4 people sitting behind the pro desk and 2 people working the actual store.
So my Lowe's, I don't have that issue. None of my Lowe's around here. I've got it with Home Depot. So it's the opposite for me.
My Lowe's is staffed with people that are between the ages of 500 and 6,000 years old. And like hearing aids. One dude, no joke, walker. He's on a walker. He's got 2 hearing aids and a walker. And he's working the power tool section, and he knows not one thing about a power tool. Nothing. He's never used a power tool. He knows nothing about them. So to go into Lowe's and hear that boom, and it's like every 15 seconds that thing goes off. Help needed in electric by the wire.
Of course.
And it's just a nonstop. That's Amber's dad. SoAlz, take it easy. Oh, my bad. Fuck. Yeah, Home Depot has QR codes now. which is different. No, it's just the lows that I go into, and there's 4 of them. They're staffed by people. I swear to God, they took right off of Meth Alley, and the AARP line.
What else is there to do in Missouri though, other than meth?
First of all, there's quite a bit of stuff to do in Missouri, as you know, having been to Branson. There is stuff to do. There is stuff to do in Missouri.
Okay.
We eat a lot. Eat a lot. And if you didn't know that Missouri had cannibals, that's on you.
All right, you eat a lot. Okay.
I'm just saying. The Missouri cannibals, big story. If you guys
nothing
don't look
to do
at
with
it,
meth either.
just
Just cannibals for no reason. No meth involved. Got it.
Hey, I hate to say this to you, sir. You live in Texas.
Yeah.
Guess which state has more meth than the other? Sure.
Yeah, I can think of one town.
I mean, Texas has such a bad meth problem that Luka Doncic got traded to the LA Lakers for Anthony Davis and a bag of peanuts yesterday. Jerry Jones hired Brian Schottenheimer as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not saying that meth had anything to do with it, but prove me wrong. I'm just saying.
Perfect.
It's just terrible. You want to insult my state where I live? I'll insult your state where you live.
Yeah, duly noted.
I have more ammo. My state, 2-time reigning, defending, undisputed world champions. Your state has a dude with a unibrow.
We got the Mavs. We got
the Mavs, the guys that just traded Luka Doncic, the best player in the NBA, to the Lakers to team him with LeBrick James.
Yeah.
For a dude with a unibrow.
It's going to be interesting.
Jerry Jones, who is so drunk most of the time that when you see whites in his eyes, you know that it ain't noon yet. Danny, just remember, Kansas is going to be on here next Sunday crowing about the three-peat. He'll be watching us at halftime crowing about the three-peat that the Chiefs are going to have. And Paul W. is going to be SOB and everybody. Oh, dude! If you're construction industry, it's powered by meth and Red Bull. You're not kidding anybody. What's up, Derek? All right, guys, we're done. We're out of here. I don't know how we got onto meth, other than this dude.
You said Missouri, and then you happened to bring up meth and cannibals.
No, you brought up meth. I brought up cannibals.
Someone said something about meth, and I said, what else is there to do other than that? That's messed up.
Look, if you're in the construction industry, chances are you're a Mexican American. I had to say it. All right, we're gonna go. We're out of here, guys. Hour 24 minutes. I said at an hour and 6, we're done. And we went another 18 minutes. So we're out. We're gone. Next Sunday. We'll see
you guys.